Today we talk about what is, in my mind, the grossest gospel passage. Welcome to 5-Minute Gospel Reflections. I'm Dr. Ben Safransky. Yeah, the licking of sores. What a wonderful image. It's an important image, though, and I'll get to why in a second. So, first off, talking about the story of Lazarus and the rich man. There's something really important that we need to get out of the way when we're thinking about this passage. This passage is not a glorification of being poor, and it is not a condemnation of having money. That's what it can seem like to some people when you first read it, and partially that's because of our perspective on money and poverty. The problem with what's going on in this passage is that it was the rich man's divine obligation to take care of the poor man who was laying at his threshold. In the law of Moses, in the Jewish law, this was how God made sure that those who could not care for themselves were going to be cared for. You were only in the position that Lazarus was in, laying at the threshold of the rich man, if you had absolutely no way to take care of yourself or feed yourself. This guy's not lazy. He's not a freeloader. The fact that the passage talks about the dogs licking his sores actually suggests that he is a beggar because he is seriously physically disabled. And under the law of Moses, it was the beggar's place was at the door of a rich man who could take care of him. And it was the rich man's responsibility to take care of that beggar, which he obviously was not doing. So this is not, we don't want to import into this our modern notions of poverty or the availability of social welfare or anything like that. This beggar, the only place he could get sustenance, the only place he had to turn to stay alive was to his fellow Jew who had the resources. So that's the problem with the rich man. He ignores the needs of this poor man who is a fellow child of God. The major thing that sticks out to me about this story is just how unbelievably generous God is and how he keeps giving instructions to us for how to be happy, how to take care of each other, and ultimately how to build a good society. In the grand scheme of things, he gave the Jews in the old law basically everything they needed to build a society of care and love of each other and to be in good relationship with him. And they couldn't do it. Just like we Christians can't do it now without the help of grace. In my life, this passage reminds me of how God continues to guide me through his word, through the church, through those around me, through prayer. He keeps guiding, demanding, reminding, commanding. And how every time I fail to live up to what he wants for me, I really have no excuse because he's given me absolutely everything I need. And like the rich man, I keep saying, but yeah, God, give me one more sign. Tell me one more time what I'm supposed to do, when really ultimately I think I've been given everything that I need. So my challenge today to you is to consider, how has God shown you what you need to do to be holy and happy? And to reflect on how well you have seen that and listened to it. I hope you're having a blessed Lent, and I will see you tomorrow.